Hello everyone, this is WolfDog107 here, and this video is just a short little video of how what my manga shelf now looks like. I adjusted things and I swapped things out, moved things around and whatnot, and I added a couple things. Mainly I put 3 manga volumes of the one on the back shelf where I have the library manga that my high school librarian gave me. And then I just have all the regular ones that I have that I bought myself. And you may have noticed the manga that I had in my glass hutch is now at the bottom shelf right there. And then I have the the large manga on each side of the smaller manga. And I did it that way because it looks really cool and it just looks more stylish that way. And an update on what manga I've been reading. I finished Citrus Volume 5, which is down there, and it's not that great. And I'm really disappointed with Citrus Volume 5 because I don't know, man, it's really disappointing. The characters were they're good, but something got introduced too fast because the story wasn't going at a proper pace to explain different things. Instead, it was just moving along to introduce more and more characters. And there was literally just no story at all, just the characters doing one thing and then doing another thing and then another thing. And then we get more characters and then another thing and then another thing and then more characters and so on. And then Volume 5 has been carrying that, and then Volume 5 is dog shit. Like, honestly, Volume 5 sucks. And then Volume 4 was actually pretty damn good, because it did introduce more characters, which I don't like how the series is doing that. But in Volume 4, they managed to somehow get it done well, and they did it very well because the pacing was very well done. The way the characters were introduced was pretty good, and the overall support that each character gave to each other in that volume was pretty well done. But then Volume 3 was in 50-50. Volume 2 was pretty good. I'd say it's better than Volume 1. And then Volume 1 just kicked things off. But Volume 5, I don't know what to say about Volume 5, man. I mean, it's honestly not that great of a volume. Characters were rushed. There was no explanation for the new characters that got introduced. And the story was going by too fast to where you couldn't even learn about the characters enough. And it feels weird because it's supposed to be right after Volume 4. But the beginning of Volume 5, where it introduces one new character first, it doesn't feel like that because there's no proper build up to it. It's just like, oh hey, here's another character. Learn about her while I move fast as fuck so you can't even write anything down. It's like, what the hell? So honestly, Citrus is a disappointing series so far, now that I read Volume 5. Volume 4 I feel like was the last stretch. Volume 3 was half and half. Volume 2 was expected to be good and got good. And then Volume 1 would just kick things off. But yeah, I now have my manga bookcase updated. And starting to the left at the top, you may notice a comic book that I got recently. One gripe I have about comic books though is that they're so fucking short. Like, why do they gotta be so short? Like, come on, isn't the point of reading being able to read a long amount of time? I kind of wish this was a bit longer. And why is Axe being sponsored? It doesn't even work properly. But yeah, how about this comic book recently? It's pretty good, but the store that I got it at, they appear to not have like any comics I was interested in that I could pick up on, because they never even had a single volume that was volume 1, except for a select few that I wasn't able to get. So I got this one, but I'm disappointed because they didn't have the second volume. They only had the first one, multiple of the first one. They had the John Wick comic, but they didn't have the first volume. They had like Spider-Man comics, but I couldn't even find a volume 1. Same thing for Terminator, Walking Dead, and all those other comic book series out there. They had like so many cool comic book series that I want to get into, but I just can't because the store just doesn't even have that many volume 1s, and I'm really disappointed. And the store that I'm talking about is A1 Comics. Now, they do have a great supply, but the problem is that they don't have volumes that people want to start out with. Volume 1, they're missing the main volume that kicks things off. And when there is a volume 1, it's mainly for like a second series of that same kind of series or whatever. And it ends up disappointing me. And their organization was pretty good. Like organization in the store that I went to was really well done. It's just that I couldn't find any volume 1s for any of the series I want to get into when it comes to comic books. And so I just got the comic book, and then these two posters. They're the Rara posters. But yeah. So A1 Comics needs to make sure that they get the volume 1s for their series. Well, the one that I went to anyway. But they didn't really have any volume 1s for series I wanted to get into besides that one, which was Arrow. So I picked that one up, and it's pretty good so far. But comic books like that size are so fucking short, and you can't even read them and feel satisfied enough because like they're so goddamn short. That's why I kind of like manga a little bit better. But there is comic books out there that do have better lengths and whatnot, like regular books and whatnot. But yeah, the store that I went to for the comics, it wasn't too bad, but it could have been better in terms of getting volumes I need if I wanted to get into a specific series. Yeah, the Citrus manga isn't doing too well either. Still have yet to get to volume 6, 7, 8, and 9, as well as 10, which I had to buy. And then, I gotta reread Black Torch because I just forgot everything about it. And then, Nisekoi, volume 3, I had to get to. Artie Ferretta, I need to pick up on. I finished Netsuzo Trap. It was pretty decent. Ghost Diary, I still need to get the other volumes for. Boarding School Juliet, I still need to even start. Same thing with Bloom Into You. Tokyo ESP Volume 2, I need to get to reading on, or at least get back to. And then, again, there's another one that I need to actually get to. Devil's Line, I think I might have finished it. I don't remember. A Yokai Rental Shop, I still need to catch back up on that. Yeah, there's a lot of series I need to catch up on. But yeah, that's what my manga shelf looks like right now.